Hey guys, how's it going? Michael Troy here. Today we are continuing my love affair with the cartoon wizardry of Wesley Griffith by looking at his amazing, ambitious graphic novel, Thunder Beast. So much fun. Check out this gorgeous cover. Cannot wait to share it with you. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button and let's get right into it. All right, I'm so excited about this one. This is like a original graphic novel from Wesley Griffith. It's very manga influenced. I think that's why he said he wanted to do it. He wanted to do some sort of fun manga or something. As usual, we get a brilliant cover with the primary colors popping here with Thunder Beast, this amazing character, and her pose, ready to do battle. We looked at The Jump, we looked at Grotesk. The Jump is Wesley's new continuing series with a huge ensemble cast. Grotesk was his fun anthology answer to 8 Ball. And this is like an original graphic novel, like Wesley's manga, just like action adventure. As usual, it's very esoteric, very symbolic, very like laden with fun images. I love that it's black and white. There's so much great use of like blacks and negative space. I love the silhouette here. Thunder Beast. It's funny. This looks, it's like I always, when I talk about Wesley's art, he does have like a very cartoonish style mixed with like this sort of dark, grim and gritty noir at times that works just so well. I love it. It's a fun juxtaposition. Oh my gosh, living for these like 80s Venetian blinds that you would see in like every Frank Miller comic and like so many comics in the 80s, taking me straight back there. So we get these characters and she's like training him for something and she's gonna go on a mission of her own. It's weird because I read this like several weeks ago and now I'm picking it up to review it. So I'm kind of like trying to remember what's happening. Oh, okay. So she's training him and I love this because it's like very sensei, very like wax on, wax off, Karate Kid kind of like, like training happening here, but on a more like, mental level. But it's fun. I love it. This is the character, the main protagonist, who's gonna go on this adventure. It's like Mad Max in a way. Oh, she's taking a shower. See what I mean about the cartooning? Like just goes kind of back and forth. I love her flying car. This is pretty trippy, right? It's definitely like a stream of consciousness in a way, but there's a point. There's an actual story happening here. It's very like big and epic in scope. I love she's encountering all these like guys on chopper bikes. That looks like so much fun. And then in this high-speed chase, Wesley has this great way of incorporating like action that shouldn't work well in a comic book and making it work extremely well. Like, like maybe he's changing my mind and showing me that I'm wrong on certain things. Like, I often feel like a car chase isn't that exciting in a comic book, but I feel like Wesley has definitely proven me wrong on conveying like fun, intense action in a comic book that is not like a movie. I love this character. Ultra mega vibes or whatever, kind of like a flower pot head. I'm getting the Simpsons influence that I talk about sometimes when I'm looking at Wesley's art. Just a super fun character. I love all the like, I mean, definitely like this kind of stuff is like heavily manga influenced, where manga is, I don't know, like I'm not a huge like into manga, but the takeaways I get from manga are like fun, quirky, kooky, beautiful art, lots of gorgeous like speed lines, fun, intense action, kooky characters, wisdoms, like nuggets of knowledge and wisdom throughout. Great use of the screen tone there, so much fun. It's definitely a page turner. Like it definitely like keeps on moving like through. Another great panel. I love the action. And hey, if you can decapitate somebody with a, well-placed kicked, my gosh, I don't want to meet you in a dark alley. But look how cool that is. Like, I love, like, the trail of flames all the way. You just, like, get the epic scope of what's happening. Her face is all blacked out after her intense battle. You know, no spoilers, right? There's a lot of fun stuff going on. I don't want to tell you, like, everything, because I feel like there's revelations that are dependent on, like, you know, like, not spoiling it. Look at that, like, definitely, like, wrestling influence vibes, like, so much fun. I love the costumes still kicking. And then we have this, like, epic fight, just, like, totally going for it. I mean, that is intense. Like, that is so over the top. That is what I love. Very, like, you know, Quentin Tarantino, like, over the top violence to the point of, like, absurdity, like, on a cartoon level, right? But that's what makes it bearable, I suppose. Because it's pretty intense and, like, pretty, like, violent and, like, intense. Definitely. Super hardcore. But a lot of fun. You know what I mean? It's like a manga adventure. We're on a journey with the character. Love the silhouette of this moon. That is such a great page. I love it. This is a great character. Great use of him on the back of the cover. Beautiful pop in pink, by the way. So much fun. Another banging, you know, hit from Wesley Griffith. I'm totally here for it. This is very, like I said, like, this is a little different. Like, there's a lot of, like, sort of trippy, esoteric sort of, like, things happening here. Beautiful snow, black and white. Like, I can't help but think of Frank Miller, you know what I mean? I guess that's my fault for, you know, him being one of my most read black and white artists, right? I mean, he certainly didn't invent the concept of black and white. But this is just like a thrill. This is just like sort of like a video game, comic book come to life in a way. Like, I can't help but think of Attaboy a little bit by Tony McMillan when I'm looking at certain pages. It's just a lot of fun. And it takes you in so many different places. Here we are with dinosaurs. I mean, I say this about certain artists, and I'm sure I've said it about Wesley, is he just looks like one of those types of artists. He just, like, loves to draw. He puts 100% into every project that he does. So much thought in the design, the conception, and the execution. He's just, like, one of the most, like, up-and-coming cartoonists. Like, I just feel like it's only a matter of time before people discover how brilliant he is. And that's why I'm happy to bring this to you. This is, like, my favorite part in the whole book, and I'm never need these kind of scenes, but the fact that they have relations before their big, like, showdown, and, like, the two, like, hot ones are like, all right, we're gonna go, and he's like, okay, I'll leave you alone, and they're like, nope, you're coming with us, and so they all go at it. And I think that's, like, the coolest aspect of the book, because if you're willing to go into battle with somebody to the death, you should be able to screw them the night before and at least, you know, let them enjoy their last night on Earth, possibly, or wherever we are, whatever planet this is. Clearly not Earth. So much fun. I love that. That is definitely, like, major sci-fi vibes. I love the big eyeball looking down. See, that's what I love about Wesley's comics, is, like, they're always fun, fresh, and just, like, kind of out there. Like, he's never afraid to do something that could almost be silly, but makes it so, like, amazing and epic when it happens at the same time. You know, this is just, like, we're, like, almost through with the book, and you guys are probably like, I have no idea what it's about, but it's about this big manga adventure, this big epic Shogun warrior battle. It's just the fun manga thrill ride that you didn't know you needed, or maybe you do know that you need it, and you can have it. Visit Wesley Griffith at his big cartel and buy all of his books. Look at the other things I've covered. The Jump, Grotesk, and now Thunder Beas. The perfect hat trick. I'm building up to my comic chat with Wesley Griffith. I cannot wait to talk to the man himself about all his brilliant cartooning and his process and his beautiful art. And just one of my favorite cartoonists. Another banger. Such a great manga comic. If your desire was to just make a great manga comic and that's what influenced Thunder Beast, then mission accomplished, Wesley Griffith. Well done. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Look at the description of the video and discover Wesley Griffith stuff. Hit like, and I will bring you more soon. Thanks, guys.